No aquecimento para o Lollapalooza Brasil, a Orbe conversou com Joe Príncipe, baixista e membro fundador do Rise Against, que toca no primeiro dia do festival, 24 de março. De cara, pedimos pro músico definir a banda para quem talvez não esteja muito ligado na cena do punk rock.
I would say passionate, passionate, energetic punk rock. I would like to say, like, the purpose of Rise Against is to inspire change for the better, in the world. And that's what I always like to say. That's why we all gravitated toward punk rock. And that's kind of the purpose of the band, like when we started. The intent is the same. We tackle different subject matter, from song to song. But I think at the end of the day, it is about inspiring change for the better. And all we could do is present facts and not force feed our opinions. We just want to present facts and make people have people make up their own minds on what they believe and how they want to go about their day-to-day lives.
Esta será a quarta passagem do Rise Against no Brasil, e é claro que pedimos alguma boa memória do artista no nosso país.
I think we've tried, since we started as a band, we've tried so hard to get there, and then so when we finally did, it was like this very triumphant, kind of feeling. So every time we're there, I always have that same feeling, like we made it, here we are, like, and everyone's so passionate. Everyone's having, a good time, and we're lucky enough to travel with, friends of ours, like the last South American tour, right? We played with Prophets of Rage. We played with, I think the time before that was Pennywise. It's just great to connect with friends so far away, and kind of enjoy that experience together. It's also crazy to play with Prophets of Rage and meet like Chuck D from Public Enemy, and he was such a nice guy. Like that like the 15-year-old me would have never thought that would ever happen in a million years.
Com longa discografia, Joe assume que montar setlist para festival como o Lollapalooza não é fácil.
We used to have the mindset where, okay, we have to play our big radio singles, and then that's true to a certain extent, but that also changes from country to country on what's popular, So sometimes I think we forget, like, the region we're in, and then you always want to play, older stuff too, like so it kind of caters to the old school fans as well. So we just try to mix it up throughout the set and do the best we can. But it is a challenge because now we're going on we have nine records out, and then the B-sides record. So it's a lot of songs.
E os fãs mais assíduos do Rise Against ainda terão a oportunidade de ver a banda de pertinho em show solo no Cine Joia, no centro de São Paulo, dia 22 de março.
It's a different experience. I think maybe the more diehard fans might prefer the smaller side show. So I know I would probably growing up, and if it was, say, like Bad Religion, I'd probably go to the smaller show. But I think we'll definitely mix it up, play a lot more, like older songs, but then songs like we just haven't played at all. Like we started revisiting our catalog, and we rehearsed songs literally we've never ever played live, so it's been a lot of fun.
Em seguida, perguntamos ao Joe se ele costuma dar uns passeios durante suas viagens por diferentes países.
For me, I think it's such a habit to find, like, I wake up and I find a good coffee shop, and then I find I'm vegan, so I find like a good vegan restaurant, and then I kind of wander off from there and see, like, I don't plan as well as I should, because then I miss out on a lot of things. But that's always the priority, which is a little silly, but when you're traveling and you're away from home, like that's like kind of, it's like a comforting, thing for me,
Depois do Lollapalooza Brasil, o Rise Against faz 3 shows em Chicago, sua cidade natal, diferente do outro e cheio de músicas que nunca foram tocadas ao vivo pela banda.
Like we started rehearsing like all these songs, and we wanted to get comfortable and see how they feel when we're like all playing together, and some of them are pretty challenging to play, and then to be able to sing the backing vocals. So we just have to make sure they're tight enough to play live, because we wouldn't want to resort to the songs that we've been playing the last 10 years. That would be easy. That would be cheating. So we're trying our best to reach back, into the bag of tricks, for us, and and because we do acknowledge that those shows are for the diehard fan. So the diehard fan is going to know the deep cuts off every record, So and then we'll play some of the bigger songs as well, But yeah, it's been fun and it's been pretty challenging. But we haven't decided yet what songs to play yet.
Em abril, o The Punk Rock Museum, criado pelo Fat Mike do NoFX, abre as portas para o público em Las Vegas, nos Estados Unidos. O Rise Against terá itens em exposição e membros até podem participar de visitas guiadas por lá.
Zach, our guitar player, he signed up to do a tour. I haven't committed to anything yet. I wouldn't rule it out. It would be fun to do. For me, I think we all have instruments in the museum. I have the acoustic guitar that I started. I literally how I learned how to play guitar and bass. It was at my mom's house, and it's kind of in really bad shape. But I used to write all of my songs. I wrote on this acoustic guitar, even all the bass lines, all the guitar parts. So I gave it to the museum, so that'll be there. But it's literally like a $30 guitar. It never stayed in tune very well, but I think it made my hands really strong, when I was learning, because the strings were so far off the neck, because it's just a kind of a crappy guitar.
Por fim, não poderíamos encerrar uma entrevista com o Joe sem perguntar sobre um possível novo álbum do Rise Against.
No, there's nothing set. We are kind of writing unofficially. I have songs and I would assume Tim has been working on songs at home. But we haven't really talked about anything yet. But it occurred to me, we wrote No Regeneration almost 5 years ago, which is crazy. So I think it's definitely time to move forward,
E aí, animados pro show do Rise Against no Lola? Nossa redação estará no meio da rodinha.